Hey guys, this is Just Running Trains, and in this video we are going to be looking at a new engine. Okay, so this engine's not as new now. I bought this at the York Train Show, which it's about a month ago now, to be honest. Just haven't had the time to put together a review of this thing. Haven't really ran it that much. So I was able to come down here to my layout. Haven't been down here in a while, so I was glad to get back. And I was like, let me do a video on this thing to show to you, because this is a really cool engine. So let's dive into it. So, as you can see, this is a Conrail engine, and I love Conrail, so of course I'm thrilled about that. So, the story of getting this is really interesting. This is a Lionel Legacy engine. I know, Legacy Diesel, which I only have one other of. I don't have that many Legacy engines. I only had the RBP and now this, so it's kind of cool. But how this came across is, so I was at York. I was at this one booth. I was looking at this one engine. It was this Santa Fe Gold Bonnet. It was $400. I wanted to push it down to $350, but it was consignment, so they couldn't. But I don't know, maybe the guy saw it was wearing a Conrail shirt that day, or maybe just thought of it. The guy at the table pointed over and said, I'll give you that Lionel Conrail for $350. I'm like, wait, what? Because, that's the price I'd wanted for the other one. And so I thought it was just maybe some TMCC or something. I walk over, and lo and behold, I see this thing. The Lionel Legacy, I think it came out only like 1 or 2 years ago. Conrail, we support our troops, SD-50. I was like, oh my goodness, this for $350? This is like a $500 engine, brand new, never opened, everything was there. I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't pass it up. So of course I got the engine, and I do not regret my decision. And plus I also got the matching boxcar for it, which I found in another booth, which is really cool. So now that I've shared the story behind this engine, let's look at the details. So starting with the front, you got this nice little chain here that really looks like a real chain. Some ditch lights, a couple of good Conrail logo, number boards, horn, all that stuff. And then over here you see the side of the cab with the road number and the engineer figurine. And then you got, these trucks with some separately applied detailing. And you got, little warning plates on here. Up here, you got this fan that if you blow on it, it'll actually spin, which is really cool. And then, moving down the sides, you got railing there. Then that really cool "We Support Our Troops," which makes this a unique model. It's got the little bow with the "We Support Our Troops," rather than like the usual Conrail logo. But I like that. It makes it a unique version. And, being a Conrail fan, having a unique Conrail engine is pretty cool. And then it has Conrail back here with these vents, these fans, which these fans obscure the switches, and you can also get a view at the motor. Unlike the ES44s, where like that big back section does it, they just you lift up those fans. In the back, you got another chain, more number boards, marker lights. There's marker lights on both sides. They light up green whichever way it's facing. And I mean, it's got the railing, and it's just a really well-rounded, good-looking scale model. I mean, it's just a good-looking diesel. There's not really much complaints about it. So, before we run this, I thought it'd be fun to see how it stacks up to the MTH Premier SD-50 that I already had. So, let's do that. Alright, so we got the two SD-50s side by side. Check out my channel. I already have a review of the NS engine. That one's actually really cool because that's a long hood forward unit. It's got the engineers facing the other way and marker lights that way. Now, the one advantage the Lionel does have with that is I can make it run either way I want. Well, look right doing that because it has marker lights that switch. So it just has a green light on either side running rather than here the marker lights do not switch. So that's one advantage the Lionel does have. But aesthetic-wise, these are really similar. They're about the same length. The Lionel might be a little longer, but I don't know if I have them exactly lined up here. I mean, looking at the front, the noses are pretty similar. Now, the MTH has the, you can see the marker lights a lot more, and because they have just like the color, when the Lionel ones are just clear because, you know, they turn on. And then, you know, you got some detailing up here. Lionel's got like some other grab things the MTH ones don't. Plus, I like the Lionel chain better. The MTH one's black, which doesn't look as realistic, but might look right for NS though. And then the MTH is this more like detailed horn. The Lionel just has like a standard one. And I believe that fan spins too, but I've tried to do it, I think, with MTH, and I think the Lionel ones usually spin easier, in my opinion. And then you got the smokestacks, which is the same, except for this one has the, you know, silver around it, but that's the NS scheme. And then you got, you know, Norfolk Southern on that, and the Conrail. And then back here, these are about the same, except that lifts off for the switches, and that doesn't. I believe the switches are on the bottom of this model. And then, yeah, you round around the back. And I mean, most of the detailing is the same, like both of them. I mean, there's some differences, like very minor though. Like they're both great representations, and they both look really good. Yeah, now I'm facing with the dilemma of which one I like better. So please, guys, comment, which one do you like better, the Lionel or the MTH? So, real quick, before we run this engine, let's take a look at its sounds. So this engine is equipped with 5 horns. This is the first one. The second, which is my personal favorite. It's the RBP horn. That one sounds kind of weird. That's my favorite. There's some other bell settings, but here's just the main bell. Sounds fun, good to me. And here's some crew talk sample.
Dispatcher, am I cleared to the outbound? Over. Hold for signal indication. Dispatcher out. Dispatcher, am I cleared to the outbound? Over. You're good outbound. Dispatcher out.
Alright, let's run it.
Dispatcher, how's the track look? Am I clear? Over. That's affirmative. All go ahead. Out.
Well, this is a really cool engine that I'm super glad to have in my collection. It was an amazing deal, and it's just so cool. I love Conrail. I just love it. It's awesome. I'm so happy to have another Lionel Legacy. And this is not the last time you're going to see this. This is now one of my favorite engines. Well, thank you for watching, and remember to always just run trains. See you next time.